What if I told you that you're probably throwing away enough money every month to make yourself a millionaire by retirement? I'm talking about small, seemingly harmless spending habits that are silently destroying your financial future. Habits so normal, so socially acceptable, that you don't even realize they're slowly bleeding your wealth dry. In the next few minutes, I'm going to expose 12 money traps that keep 90% of people stuck in financial mediocrity forever. And more importantly, I'll show you exactly how to escape each one. Welcome to the Millionaire Roadmap, where we master the mindset, habits, and money moves that build generational wealth and true financial independence. I'm your host, and if you've ever wondered why your money seems to disappear faster than you can earn it, this episode will be your wake-up call. Because here's the uncomfortable truth. Most people aren't broke because they don't earn enough. They're broke because they're trapped in spending patterns designed to keep them poor. As financial expert Dave Ramsey says, you must gain control over your money, or the lack of it will forever control you. Let's break free from these traps, starting right now. 1. The credit card death spiral. Let me paint you a picture of financial suicide, using credit cards to live beyond your means. Here's what happens. You swipe for dinner, clothes, entertainment, telling yourself you'll pay it back next month. But next month comes and you can only afford the minimum payment. Now you're paying 24% interest on money you spent on things that are already gone. The math is brutal. A $5,000 credit card balance at 24% interest, paying only minimums, takes 47 years to pay off and costs you $28,931 in interest. That's nearly $34,000 total for $5,000 of spending. But here's the real trap. While you're paying interest to banks, you're missing out on compound interest working for you. That same $5,000 invested in an index fund earning 7% annually becomes $149,745 over 47 years. You're not just spending $5,000, you're giving up $149,745 of potential wealth. That's a $146,745 mistake. Millionaires understand something crucial. Credit cards are tools for the wealthy, traps for the poor. They use credit strategically to build credit scores and earn rewards, but they pay balances in full every month. If you can't afford to pay cash for something, you can't afford to put it on credit. Period. 2. The beauty budget. Walk through any low-income neighborhood and you'll see something shocking. People with $200 hairstyles driving cars that barely run. People with elaborate nail art who can't afford to fix their broken appliances. This isn't about judging personal choices. It's about understanding priorities that keep people broke. The average woman spends $3,756 per year on appearance-related expenses. That's $31,300 over a decade. Men aren't exempt either, spending an average of $1,738 annually on grooming and style. Here's what's really happening. People are using appearance as a substitute for actual success. They're spending money. They don't have to impress people who aren't helping them build wealth. Meanwhile, study the ultra-wealthy. Warren Buffett gets $20 haircuts. Mark Zuckerberg wears the same gray t-shirt every day. They understand that time and money spent on excessive appearance is time and money not spent building actual wealth. I'm not saying neglect your appearance. I'm saying be strategic about it. Set a reasonable budget for grooming and style, then redirect the excess toward investments that actually improve your net worth. Your future millionaire self will thank you for choosing substance over style. 3. The impulse purchase prison. Your smartphone is a weapon designed to separate you from your money. Every app, every notification, every limited time offer is engineered by teams of psychologists and data scientists to trigger impulse purchases. And it's working. The average American makes 12 impulse purchases per month, spending $276 on items they didn't plan to buy. That's $312 per year, or $99,360 over 30 years. But here's where it gets really expensive. That $99,360 invested instead would be worth $756,000 at retirement, assuming 7% returns. $750,000. Gone. Because you couldn't resist buying things you didn't need. The solution isn't willpower, it's systems. Here's what works. Delete shopping apps from your phone. Unsubscribe from promotional emails. Institute a 48-hour rule for any non-essential purchase over $50. Ask yourself, will I care about this in 5 years? Most importantly, understand the difference between needs and wants. You need shelter, food, and transportation. Everything else is a want, and wants should only be satisfied after your wealth-building goals are met. 4. The food waste catastrophe. You're literally throwing money in the garbage, and you probably don't even realize it. The average American household wastes 1,866 worth of food annually. Over a lifetime, that's 130,020 of food purchased, but never consumed. But the real cost is opportunity cost. That 1,866 invested annually at 7% returns becomes $2.1 million over 40 years. $2 million sitting in your trash can. This happens because people shop emotionally instead of strategically. They buy what looks good instead of what they'll actually eat. They don't meal plan. They don't track what they already have. Here's your food waste elimination system. Plan your meals before shopping. Take inventory of what you already have. Shop with a list and stick to it. Learn proper food storage to extend freshness. Track what you throw away for 1 month. You'll be shocked. Every dollar you don't waste on food is a dollar that can build your wealth instead. 5. The quick fix fantasy. If it sounds too good to be true, it probably costs too much to be worth it. Americans spend billions annually on miracle diets, fitness gadgets, and, as seen on TV, products that promise instant results with minimal effort. The weight loss industry alone generates $72 billion per year, mostly from people buying products that don't work, trying to solve problems that require discipline, not purchases. Here's the pattern. People want instant results for long-term problems. They'll spend $200 on a revolutionary exercise machine instead of doing free push-ups and going for walks. They'll buy $100 worth of diet pills instead of eating less and moving more. The wealthy think differently. They invest in fundamentals that work over time. Instead of buying fitness gadgets, they invest in gym memberships they actually use. Instead of diet pills, they invest in learning about nutrition. Instead of shortcuts, they invest in systems. Stop looking for magic bullets. Start building sustainable habits. The only miracle is consistency compounded over time. 6. The lottery mentality. Poor people play the lottery more than any other economic group, and it's not because they have extra money to waste. A 2011 study found that households earning less than $13,000 annually spend 9% of their income on lottery tickets. That's $1,170 per year for families who can least afford it. But here's the math that will shock you. The odds of winning the Powerball jackpot are 1 in 292 million. You're more likely to be struck by lightning, 1 in 1 million, or become a movie star, 1 in 1.5 million. Meanwhile, that $1,170 invested annually in an index fund becomes $1.3 million over 40 years. The lottery isn't just bad math. It's a poverty tax that keeps people broke by encouraging magical thinking instead of systematic wealth building. Wealthy people don't gamble their financial future on impossible odds. They create their own luck through preparation, education, and calculated risks in appreciating assets. Your money should work for you through compound interest, not against you through games designed to take it away. 7. The subscription leak death by 1,000 small cuts. Netflix, Spotify, gym memberships, meal kits, software subscriptions. They seem harmless individually, but they're collectively destroying your wealth. The average household now pays $273 per month for subscription services. Many people don't even know what they're paying for or when they last used these services. Here's the real cost. $273 monthly for 30 years is $98,280. Invested instead at 7% returns, that becomes $743,000. Subscription services make money from your forgetfulness and inertia. They're counting on you to sign up in a moment of enthusiasm and forget to cancel when the enthusiasm fades. Audit your subscriptions right now. Cancel anything you haven't used in the past month. For the ones you keep, ask yourself, is this actively improving my life or earning me money? Every subscription you eliminate is money working for your future instead of someone else's profits. 8. The status symbol. Trap your car payment is keeping you broke. The average new car payment in America is $644 per month. Over a typical 6-year loan, that's $46,360 for an asset that depreciates 60% in the first 5 years. But here's the wealth destruction. That $644 monthly payment invested instead becomes $1.4 million over 40 years. You're trading millionaire status for the temporary satisfaction of driving something impressive. Wealthy people think differently about cars. They buy reliable used vehicles and drive them until repair costs exceed replacement costs. They understand that cars are tools for transportation, not statements about their success. Warren Buffett drove a 2001 Lincoln Town Car for years. Sam Walton, founder of Walmart, drove a pickup truck. They knew that money spent on status symbols is money not building real wealth. Buy the least expensive, most reliable car that meets your actual needs. Use the payment you're not making to build wealth instead. 9. The health neglect tax. Ignoring your health isn't just dangerous, it's financially catastrophic. The average American spends $12,530 annually on healthcare. But preventable conditions like diabetes, heart disease, and obesity can cost hundreds of thousands over a lifetime. Meanwhile, a gym membership costs $600 per year. Healthy food costs about $550 more annually than processed food. Preventive care costs a fraction of emergency treatment. But people avoid expensive preventive measures and end up paying exponentially more for treatment later. This is backwards thinking. Wealthy people invest in their health like they invest in their portfolio. Because health problems destroy wealth faster than almost anything else. Your body is your most important asset. Maintain it accordingly. 10. The entertainment addiction. While you're being entertained, someone else is building wealth. The average American spends 7 hours and 4 minutes daily on screens for entertainment. That's 279 hours per year, more than a full-time job. But here's what's really expensive, the opportunity cost. Those hours could be spent learning high-income skills, building side businesses, or developing relationships that create opportunities. I'm not saying never relax. I'm saying be intentional about it. If you spent just 2 of those daily entertainment hours on wealth-building activities, you'd have 730 hours annually to transform your financial future. That's enough time to learn a new skill that increases your income, build a side business, read 50 books about money and success, take courses that advance your career. Entertainment is fine in moderation. But when it becomes your primary activity, it becomes your financial prison. 11. The bank fee bleeding. Your bank is quietly stealing your wealth. Overdraft fees, ATM fees, minimum balance fees, monthly maintenance fees. They seem small individually, but they add up to billions in profits for banks and thousands in costs for you. The average American pays $329 annually in bank fees. Over 40 years, that's $13,160 in fees alone. Invested instead, that becomes $100,000, but it gets worse. Many banks pay essentially 0% interest on savings accounts while inflation runs 2 to 3% annually. You're actually losing purchasing power by keeping money in traditional savings. Wealthy people don't tolerate fee bleeding. They use high-yield online savings accounts, credit unions, and financial institutions that pay them instead of charging them. Audit your banking costs. Find institutions that serve your wealth-building goals instead of their profit goals. 12. The donation delusion. This will be controversial, but it needs to be said. Most charitable giving is financially irresponsible. Before you get angry, hear me out. I'm not against helping others. I'm against giving money you can't afford to organizations that waste it. The average household donates $2,940 annually to charity. Over 40 years, that's $189.60. Invested instead, that becomes $902,000. But here's the real problem. Many charities are inefficient at best, scams at worst. Administrative costs often consume 85% of donations. Executive salaries can exceed $500,000 annually. Meanwhile, the people donating often carry credit card debt, have no emergency fund, and aren't investing for retirement. You cannot give your way to wealth, and you cannot help others effectively if you're financially unstable yourself. Build your wealth first, then give from abundance, not scarcity. And when you do give, research organizations to ensure your money actually helps people instead of just paying salaries. The millionaire mindset shift. Now that you see these traps clearly, here's how to escape them. Step 1. Conduct a money audit. Track every dollar you spend for 30 days. Categorize each expense as either wealth-building or wealth-destroying. Be brutally honest. Step 2. Calculate your true costs. For each wealth-destroying expense, calculate the opportunity cost. What would that money be worth if invested instead? Use online compound interest calculators. The numbers will shock you. Step 3. Eliminate one trap per month. Don't try to fix everything at once. Pick the most expensive trap and eliminate it completely. Then move to the next one. Step 4. Redirect the money. Every dollar you stop wasting goes directly into wealth building, emergency fund, debt payoff, or investments. Make it automatic so you can't spend it elsewhere. Step 5. Think like an investor. Before any purchase, ask, is this helping me build wealth or destroying it? If it's not clearly building wealth, don't buy it. Your transformation starts now. Here's what I want you to do right now. Pick the money trap from this list that hit you the hardest. The one that made you uncomfortable because you recognized yourself in it. Calculate how much that trap is costing you annually. Then calculate what that money would be worth if invested for 30 years at 7% returns. That number, that's what your financial freedom looks like. Every day you stay trapped is another day that money works against you instead of for you. But here's the good news. You can escape these traps starting today. Not tomorrow. Not next week. Today. If this video opened your eyes to money you didn't realize you were wasting, smash that like button and let me know in the comments which trap you're going to eliminate first. Subscribe to the Millionaire Roadmap and hit the notification bell because we're dropping new wealth-building content every week, and I don't want you to miss anything that could change your financial future. Remember, small changes in your spending habits create massive changes in your net worth over time. Your Millionaire Roadmap starts with plugging the leaks in your financial ship. Let's build wealth together. I'll see you in the next episode.